J-E-L-L-O.
The Jell-O program, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Kenny Baker, and yours truly, Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with Sing My Heart. Ladies and gentlemen, there are certain words which seem to have a fine, dependable sound, and I think the word genuine is one of them. The dictionary says genuine, real, true, pure, having the character it is claimed to have as a genuine signature. Well, Jell-O measures up to every one of these claims, and the name Jell-O is a genuine signature. For that name is a trademark. It's the property of General Foods, and it tells you here is the real thing. If you hear any other gelatin dessert called Jell-O, that's incorrect, for there is no other Jell-O. So whenever you order Jell-O, always order it by name, whether it's from your grocer or in a restaurant. And this is National Restaurant Week, the week of May 8th to May 14th. So when you're dining out, order Jell-O for dessert. Just remember to enjoy Jell-O's delicious, extra-rich flavor, as tempting as the real fruit. Be sure to insist by name on genuine Jell-O. Sing My Heart, played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that spring is here and well underway. Tonight, we bring you a big dose of sulfur and molasses, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Jell-O again. This is Tough to Take Benny coming to you. So hold your nose, folks, and swallow hard. Ain't I awful? You know, Don, we can laugh now about sulfur and molasses, but when I was a kid, I hated that stuff, didn't you?
I sure did.
Gee, I remember every time my mother gave it to me, I used to go, ugh.
Ugh?
Yeah. Oh, sometimes I'd go ish. But as a rule, I'd stick to ugh. It was a colloquial expression in Waukegan.
Well, tell me, Jack, did you say ugh for cod liver oil, too?
Ugh for cod liver oil? Heavens, no, Don. For cod liver oil, the correct ejaculation is brrr Nagasaki. I remember that distinctly.
Well, that's about the silliest routine I've ever heard. I'm getting out of here before the wagon pulls up.
Well, you're a fine one to criticize, Mr. Harris, with that baby talk of yours.
What baby talk?
I heard you on the air last night singing The Three Little Fishes. Top, said the mama fitty top, if you tan, and fam, right over the dam. Whee!
Now, wait a minute.
You should have heard him, folks. Boop, boop, did 'em, dot 'em, wat 'em. You know, Phil, just because you drink like a fish, you don't have to act like one. Imagine a big gawk like you singing Twee Itty Fishies. Huh?
Well, why shouldn't I? It's a very popular song, and it's sweeping the country.
It is, eh?
Yes, and I did watts and watts of wee twist to ting.
Oh, do. Well, listen, Phil, don't ting it in here if you want to keep your job. I'm getting tick and tired of you towing off all the time.
Well, I don't care about my job here anyway. I'm in pictures now and doing swell. And if you want to know something, I'm even trying to get rid of my orchestra.
Oh, you are, eh? Well, Phil, for your information, there's an old Chinese proverb that says, do not dump orchestra in ash can until you are out of same. I found that in a rice cookie. So you better stick to radio, Phil, you and your Twee Itty Fishies.
Oh, tut it out. Tut it out.
Tut it out yourself and tut up. Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello, kiddies. Can an adult get in this conversation?
I think so. Say, Mary, did you ever hear Phil do that baby song, Three Itty Fishies?
Sure, I was over at the Wilshire Bowl the other night and saw him do it. Everybody stopped dancing to watch him.
Got plenty of laughs, didn't I, Mary?
Who wouldn't with those diapers you were wearing?
Oh, dressing for the part, eh?
Yeah, and you want to know something, Jack?
What?
Our maestro is knock-kneed.
Knock-kneed? Hey, I didn't know that.
Oh, she's ribbon, Jack. I ain't knock-kneed.
Go on, you couldn't get a piece of dental floss between those knobs.
Oh, that's a good one. So the big movie star is knock-kneed. That's rich.
Quiet, hoop legs.
Mary, we were discussing Phil. Anyway, we've got a long play to do tonight, so let's all settle down and get started. Where's Kenny?
Kenny? I saw him across the street in the sandwich shop.
Oh.
You should have seen him flirting, Jack. You know, they've got a new waitress over there.
They have?
Phil, come back here. I never saw such a guy.
Well, I'm hungry.
If you're hungry, take a sandwich out of my bucket. It's under the piano, right next to my police dog.
Oh, Jack, why do you have to bring that dog down here? Nobody's going to steal your lunch.
Oh, no? Take a good look at those drooling dipsy doodlers sitting there. I need that dog, all right.
Say, Jack, why do you always bring your lunch to the studio anyway?
18 years ago, he lost a hat in a restaurant.
Mary, I've been trying to forget that. So please. Quiet, Baskerville. Say, Mary, what were you saying before about Kenny?
Well, he was in the sandwich shop trying to date up that new waitress. He had 3 malted milks, 2 ice cream sodas, and a banana split before he got her first name.
Ooh, goodness, how could he eat all that stuff?
With a spoon. Ha ha, that's a good one.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going home, that's all. I'm going home. Come on, Baskerville.
What's the matter, Jack? I thought that was pretty quick thinking.
Listen, Ezra. I want you to cut out those ad-libs. You started more bridge games in the middle of our program than anybody on it. You know what kills me, Don? I work and slave over a script all week long. And then on Sunday, the Maharaja walks in and with 3 little words puts us right back on the Chautauqua circuit. With a spoon.
Well, it just came to me and I said it.
And you know, folks, this just came to me.
Oh, fine.
As long as you have a spoon, get a dish, fill it with Jell-O, and you'll have the most tempting gelatin dessert you've ever tasted in your life.
Well, at least, Don, you're sophisticated.
It is economical, easy to make, and comes in 6 delicious flavors: strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. Look for the big red letters on the box.
Well, I don't know where we are now, so we might as well have a number. Play something, Phil. Hold it a minute. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
Is Phil Harris going to sing 3 Little Fishes tonight?
No, and who are you?
Just a hungry college boy. Goodbye.
I wonder if the CCC boys could plant something on his head. Play, Phil. Rose of the Rio Grande, played by Phil Harris and his Miracle Mile music manglers. And just to be fair about it, I must admit that number was very good. It was swell.
I didn't think it was loud enough.
Not loud enough? Why, Phil, you've got 3 violins in your orchestra, which I know will be startling news to our listening audience. They're plenty loud.
Not for me. I got to put more brass in my band.
More brass? Phil, you've got a trumpet player alone that Gabriel will have a tough time following. In that last number, he blew a pompadour right up the back of my neck. Just leave well enough alone, Phil. And now, folks...
Just the same, I need more sock to my music, more volume.
Why don't you put in a burglar alarm?
That's all he needs. And now, folks...
My band may sound all right to you, Jack, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't hear enough brass.
Phil, just pin your curls up over your ears and everything will be ducky. Now, let's get on with our show.
Hey, Jack, look who just came in.
Oh, yes, our sandwich shop, Casanova. Hello, Kenny.
Hello, Jack. Boy, am I sick.
Well, you should be sick. After 3 malted milks, 2 ice cream sodas, and a banana split. All of that just to talk to a girl.
Well, I'm going out with her tonight if I feel better.
Oh, you are, eh?
Yeah, I got her phone number right here in this card. Gee, she's beautiful.
Give me that number, Kenny. I'll hold it for you till you grow up. Come on, give it to me.
I won't.
You give me that or I'll tell your mother.
All right. Here, you stool pigeon.
It's more like it.
Oh, Jack, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Mary, I only took that phone number away from Kenny because he's too young to be going out with girls.
Well, you're too old, so give it a Phil.
Oh, no.
Come on, Jackson, make way for tomorrow.
Phil, you're not getting her number, and neither is Kenny.
You think she'd like a fat boy?
What is this, a grab bag? Now, nobody's getting this girl's number, so forget it.
Looks like she's stuck with Foxy Grandpa.
Mary, I'm merely holding her phone number because Kenny is too young. Let's see this. Oxford 73. Kenny, is this a 3 or a 5?
Well, I'll tell you when I grow up.
Here, you can have it back. I was only kidding.
Say, Kenny, old pal, I got an idea. Why don't you bring your girlfriend over to the Wilshire Bowl tonight? I'll let you lead my band.
You better hang your girl in the check room, Kenny.
You said it, Mary.
And how? You know, Jack, the last time I brought a girl over to Phil's place, Phil came home with us in a cab.
Well, I bet you were plenty burned up, weren't you?
I'll say I had to sit up front with the driver where I couldn't hear the radio.
Oh, so Phil got your girl, eh?
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, for your edification, there's an old Chinese proverb that says, he who introduces girlfriend to Phil Harris had better carry spare. And now, kiddies, let's forget our love life and get on with the program. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, yesterday marked another running of that great annual turf classic, the Kentucky Derby. So for our play tonight, we are going...
Oh, by the way, Jack, did you place a bet on the big race yesterday?
Yes, Don, I had $2 on the winner, Johnstown. I had a terrific hunch on him.
That's Jack, all right. He throws away his money like a boomerang.
Now, Mary, that horse wasn't so sure of winning.
You didn't play him to win.
Oh, that's right. I had him to show. And getting back to our play, as I was saying, folks, yesterday was the running of the great Kentucky Derby. So tonight, the Benny Perry Mutual Players will present an original play dedicated to this outstanding event. This will go on...
Hey, is this a Jell-O program?
What? Why, Andy Devine, the old mayor of Van Nuys himself. Come on in.
Hiya, Buck.
Seen him in a long time. Andy, gee, I haven't seen you in weeks. Why don't you drop around once in a while?
Well, I've been pretty busy on the farm, Buck. You know, it's spring, and I've been doing all the planting and plowing, and it's a lot of work for one man.
I'll bet it is. Hey, well, doesn't your pa do anything on the farm?
No, Buck, he's got a system.
Oh.
He makes cider in the fall, bottles it in the winter, drinks it in the spring, and sleeps all summer.
Well, at least he's happy. But, Andy, with all you got to do, I should think you'd try and get a little work out of your paw.
Oh, I don't trust him, Buck. Last year he took a couple of snorts and plowed up Highway 99.
Oh, well, I'm glad you found time to come down to see us. Say, Andy, how's your ma?
Oh, she's fine, Buck. Pa took her up to the San Francisco Fair last week.
Well, that was nice.
He tried to get her a job with Sally Rand, but they turned her down.
They turned her down? Why?
She's got your trouble, Buck. Bow legs.
Now, wait a minute. The next one on this program that says I've got bow legs has got to chase a pig through them.
It's a cinch.
Never mind. Say, Andy, how do you happen to be in town today?
Well, I come down to pick up my girl. She just got a job across the street in that sandwich shop.
In the sandwich shop?
Jeepers creepers, I'm cooked.
Serves you right, Kenny. Say, Andy, I don't suppose I ought to tell you this, but Kenny happens to have your girl's phone number.
Let it ring, Buck. I'll answer it.
Hey, you're pretty sharp. Well, now that you're here, Andy, I hope you can stick around because tonight we're doing a play about the Kentucky Derby. And I think we can find a spot in it for you. What do you say?
Okay, Buck, I hope I'm a jockey.
We'll see, Andy. And now, folks, Kenny Baker, our young tenor, will sing. What are you going to sing, Kenny?
Penny Serenade. It's a request.
Oh, who requested it?
Andy's girl, so I'm just going to sing it mediocre.
Now, Kenny, you mustn't let your personal feelings influence your song. Remember, you're a trooper.
You're right, Jack. I'll sing like I've never sung before. The show must go on.
What a cluck.
You said it. Sing, Pagliacci.
My love song for a penny. See, 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 just a penny serenade. Once I strayed neath a window of a lovely, lovely lady, and she smiled while I softly played my penny serenade. In her eyes shone the tender dawn of love and sweet surrender. As for me, in my heart I played a lover's serenade. See, 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 you can hear it for a penny. Just a penny serenade. See, 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 hear my love song for a penny. See, 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 just a penny serenade. In a dream so divine she was mine, no word had been spoken. When I woke from my dream, she was gone. My poor heart was broken. Still, I pray that wherever she may be, she will remember in her heart. She will always hear my penny serenade.
Serenade sung by Kenny Baker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will bring you our tribute to the Kentucky Derby by presenting a little play in 2 scenes and 3 furlongs entitled Weather Clear, Track Fast, Fine Play, Bum Cast. Now, in this turf drama, we will all play the parts of horses. We will all play horses. Pardon me, huh?
This is silly. I'm not going to be a horse.
Kenny, if I can get down on my hands and knees, you can.
Only he can get up.
I can get up, too, so don't be so smart. Well, that's settled. We're all going to be horses.
I'd like to see somebody put a saddle on me.
Quiet, El Chico. And pin on your tail. I want this to be realistic. Now, before presenting this play, folks, I would like to announce that any resemblance to horses, living dead or under General Sherman, is purely coincidental. The opening scene is the paddock at Churchill Downs, 20 minutes before the big race, where we find El Chico, Johnstown, Technician, Shaladon, Heather Broom on location, and all the other entries chewing the fat. Curtain. Music. We're horses now, folks. Oh, Shaladon. Shaladon.
Yes, technician.
You better lay off those oats. No, you've been putting on a lot of weight.
Oh, I'm not so heavy.
You're not. You're the only horse in this stable with a double chin, and you know it. Say, Shaladon, look at El Chico over there with that curly mane of his. That's a finger wave if I ever saw one. What are you eating, El Chico?
Corn.
I thought so. I suppose you think you're going to win today.
Why, pal, my tail will be in your face all around that track.
Oh, it will, eh?
Yeah.
Listen, El Chico, if your tail comes anywhere near my mouth, I'll bob it. So watch out. Oh, hello, Heather Broom. What are you reading?
A letter from my brother. He's with Borden's Dairy now.
Oh. Isn't he pulling that ice wagon anymore?
No, he got cold feet.
I see. Gee, I hope I don't wind up on a milk wagon. I hate those early hours. Well, Heather Broom, good luck to you today.
Hey, Heather, what are you doing after the race tonight?
Oh, nothing. Let's go over to the Blue Moon Livery Stable. They have a marvelous floor show.
They have? Who's playing there?
Fink's Mules.
Oh, they're wonderful. There's a little brunette on the end. Well.
How about going there with me tonight, Heather?
It's a date. I've got a beautiful new blanket I'm going to wear. It's from Saks Bay Meadows.
Now, wait a minute, El Chico. Heather has a date with me tonight, and I'm going to pick her up at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? You won't be coming into the stretch till 10.
I won't, eh? They clocked me this morning, brother, and I heard my trainer say, if I get on the rail at the first turn, I'll jive right in. So there.
Hey, fellas, there's Johnstown over there. Gee, he's swell-headed.
Yeah, I think he's smart because he's a favorite. Look at him getting a hoofacure. Who does he think he is, anyway?
Well, here comes On Location.
Oh, yeah.
Hiya, fellows.
Hello, Juan. You think you've got a chance today?
I will if it's a wet track. You know, I'm a terrific mudder.
You should be. You don't know enough to come in out of the rain.
Now, Heather.
Well, I'm 40-1 today, Smarty.
Well, that's nothing to brag about.
It ain't, huh? I'd be 60-1 if people knew I had that banana split.
I wouldn't be surprised. Shaladon, I told you to lay off those oats.
Well, I'm starved.
I know, but passing you on the track now is practically a detour. My goodness. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Darn these flies. Get away from me, you old horsefly.
I want Chaladon. There's meat on him.
Scat! Shoot! Well, fellas, we still got a few minutes to kill before the race. What'll we do?
How about pitching a game of horseshoes?
Oh, I don't want to take 'em off just for that. Say, who's that new white horse in the stall across the way? They just unloaded him this morning.
Haven't you heard? That's Abdul III, an Arabian horse.
Oh, an Arabian, eh? I must get acquainted. Hello, Abdul.
Hello, stranger.
My name is Technician. Where are you from? I mean, what's your lineage?
Are you alluding to me?
Yes, where are you from?
I'm out of Gefilte Girl by Bagel Boy.
Oh, yes, I read about your family in the Breeder's Digest. You come from very good stock.
Why, certainly. You ain't talking to a plug, you know.
Well, I appreciate that. By the way, Abdul, why aren't you in the big race today?
I should get high blood pressure for a bag of oats.
Oh, come on, running the race.
No, not me, partner.
Oh, come on, don't be so stubborn.
I can't help it. I got mule blood in me.
Well, you'd never know it. Hey, that's for us, fellas. We better get going. So long, Abdul.
Good luck, technician.
Gee, I'm nervous.
Darn it, I can't find my blinkers.
Gosh, my mane looks beautiful. I bet I get a big hand.
El Chico, put down that mirror. You're a fine 3-year-old. Look at those bags under your eyes. Well, come on, tails up, everybody. We're off to the race. Gee, hey, look at that crowd. We're sure packing them in today, huh?
Well, folks, here come the horses up to the barrier, ready for the big race. Oh, it's a lovely day here at Churchill Downs. I wish you could see these beautiful bangtails prancing up to the post.
Bangtails, I hate that word.
They're lining up, folks. There's Johnstown, the favorite, Shaladon, Heather Broom, El Chico, and On Location.
Didn't even mention me. Hey, move over, El Chico. You want the whole track?
Quiet, you old gray mare.
I'm not a mare.
Then take your hoof off your hip.
That's where the fly bit me.
There's a little trouble down there, folks. Technician is glaring at El Chico.
You're darn right I am.
And now Heather Broom is acting up. Seems to be quite temperamental.
What's the matter with you, Heather? Stop fidgeting.
Well, my girdle's too tight.
That's a saddle. How are you going to run in those high-heeled shoes? Who's your blacksmith, anyway?
I Miller.
Oh. I know him. He used to shoe my mother when she ran at Saratoga.
The horses are calming down now. They're all lined up, all except one who's facing the wrong way.
That's me, folks. Wouldn't you know it?
Yes, turn around.
On location is back in line now, and it looks like we're going to have...
Right, we're off!
And there they go! They broke clean and fast, and Johnstown takes the lead, followed closely by El Chico. T.M. Dorset is third. Then comes Heatherbroom, Viscounty, On Location, and Shelladon.
Hey, what am I, an orphan?
And oh, yes, there's Technician puffing hard.
I am not.
Oh, folks, what a race. Johnstown is still in the lead by 2 lengths. El Chico second, Heatherbroom third, and Technician is doing the best he can with those bow legs.
I'd like to kick him right in the face.
They're rounding the far turn now, folks, and coming into the stretch, Johnstown is leading by 3 miles.
Don't exaggerate.
Shelladon and Heatherbroom are moving up. Looks like they're going to finish in the money.
I'm going to finish in the money, too.
You wouldn't if you ever spent any.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, look at that Johnstown run. He's still way in the lead. And look, folks, here comes Malicious on the outside.
Malicious? He isn't even running.
Quiet! They're nearing the finish line, folks. Here they come. They're crossing the wire. And here are the winners. Johnstown first by 8 miles and 6 lengths. Shelladon second by a length and a half. Heatherbroom third by a head. Technician fifth by a nose.
I was robbed.
And On Location last by courtesy of Mervyn Leroy.
Gee, I'm all in.
And here's the winner, Johnstown, coming up to the microphone. Say something, Johnstown.
Put the oats on, Ma. I'll be right home.
Oh, what a race. Play, El Chico.
Here's a dessert that's as gay and cheerful to look at as this year's new hats. It's very inexpensive, and it's quick and easy to make. Picture to yourself a gay yellow dessert bowl piled high with smooth, rich Jell-O chocolate pudding, decorated with fluffs of whipped cream and topped with bright red maraschino cherries. Yes, ma'am, it is a picture, and just as good to eat as it looks. For Jell-O chocolate pudding brings you that old-fashioned homemade goodness. It has a perfect texture, a rich, tempting color, and it's as easy as can be to make. All 3 new Jell-O puddings are simple to prepare. The directions are in every package, and they cook in next to no time. And all 3 taste grand. Jell-O butterscotch pudding, rich with true butterscotch flavor. Jell-O vanilla pudding, delicate and creamy and tempting. Buy 3 packages at a time. Ask your grocer tomorrow for Jell-O chocolate, butterscotch, and vanilla pudding. The real homemade kind.
This is the last number of the 32nd program in the new Jell-O series. And we will be with you again next Sunday night at the same time, when we will present our version of Pandro S. Berman's great RKO production, Gunga Din. Don't miss it, folks. India, elephants, camels, soldiers, drums, bugles. And I will be Gunga Din.
You got nice legs for it.
Quiet. Good night, folks.
Kenny Baker appears on the Jell-O program through courtesy of Mervyn Leroy Productions.
The selection Sing My Heart is from Love Affair. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Jell-O program, starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Kenny Baker, and yours truly, Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with This Is It. the season opens. Marbles, skipping rope, bicycles, baseball, new hats for wives, and seed catalogs for husbands. There's one word for it, spring. And there's one dessert for it, Jell-O. For Jell-O's bright and glowing colors certainly suit the season. And Jell-O's delicious, extra-rich fruit flavors are refreshing as bright springtime breeze. Serve it any way you like. It's bound to make a hit. A shimmering mold of layered Jell-O, perhaps strawberry, orange, and lime. A frothy bowl full of whipped Jell-O in tempting pastel colors. Twinkling little Jell-O cubes, maybe raspberry and lemon. There are lots of ideas to choose from, and Jell-O makes every one a success. For that extra-rich fruit flavor tastes as delicious as the real ripe fruit. And that's why Jell-O desserts are so satisfying every time. So look for the big red letters on the box. They spell Jell-O, and Jell-O spells a treat. That was Jericho, played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you our master of ceremonies, that suave comedian and sophisticated humorist, Maxwell Stroud.
Now, wait a minute, Don. I refuse to accept that introduction. No matter what Fred Allen says, I'm not Maxwell Stroud. Now, change it immediately.
Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this being the first week of spring, we bring you that quince on the fruit tree of life, Jack Benny.
That's better. Anyway, Jell-O again, this is Jack Benny talking, and Don, thanks very much for that royal introduction. It was awfully nice of you to call me a prince.
Oh, don't mention it.
I'll see you later. But you're right, Don. Spring is here. Flowers are blooming, trees are budding. It's getting warmer every day.
It sure is. Oh, by the way, Jack, have you taken your long underwear off yet?
No, I always unveil in April. But you know, Don, this spring weather has done my cold a world of good. I tell you, it's simply marvelous to be living here in sunny Los Angeles. Yes, sir.
Sunny? Why, Jack, there hasn't been any sun here in over 2 weeks.
Of course not. It's gone to San Francisco for the fair. But it'll be back. I am looking much better, though, don't you think?
Oh, you certainly are. And incidentally, how's Carmichael, your polar bear?
Oh, he's fine, Don. Getting along swell now. You know, I've been taking him out for long walks nearly every day.
You and the bear?
Oh, sure. And you know, Don, I was so embarrassed yesterday. You know, we were strolling down Hollywood Boulevard, and all of a sudden, Carmichael pulled out a tin cup. Oh, I don't know where he got it.
Not much, you don't.
Phil, I was talking to Don. But as long as you're here, I want to thank you for taking my place on the program last week when I was sick in bed.
That's all right, Jack. Say, those jokes of mine were pretty hot, weren't they?
Hot? They were warmed over, if that's what you mean. Hot. You got the next line, Phil. Go ahead. What are you waiting for?
You just ain't modern, that's all.
Modern? What a combination. Corny and illiterate. Huh? Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello. Say, Jack, I saw you and your polar bear on the boulevard yesterday. Boy, what a crowd you had around you.
Yes, we were quite a sensation, weren't we?
Yeah, but I thought you were overdoing it with your violin.
Now, Mary, don't jump at conclusion. It just so happens that I was taking my violin to the repair shop.
Sounded all right to me.
Now, Mary, don't make up things. You know very well I was not playing that violin.
Then why was the bear dancing?
Because the pavement was hot and keep still. Gee whiz, the way you're questioning me, you think I didn't have an amusement license. Now, let's forget it.
What territory are you working next week?
Westlake Park. Will you be there? We start out with a program about spring, and here we are in Westlake Park.
Shall I unpack the lunch?
Now, stop this. Phil, I think you better play a number before the ants spoil our little picnic.
Okay.
Oh, no, you don't, Phil Harris. I just wrote a poem about spring, and you're all going to hear it.
Now, Mary, we're not going to listen to a lot of...
You are, too.
Oh, all right. Get it over with. What's the title of your poem?
When it's springtime in the Rockies, I will throw some rocks at you.
Now, there's a sentimental thought. Go ahead, Mary.
Winter, you have gone away. Where you are, I cannot say. But spring is here, and birdies sing. Gee, I'm happy. Pling, pling, pling.
Pling, pling, pling. What's that for?
I'm playing a banjo.
Oh, I didn't see it. Continue.
I saw a robin not long ago making a nest of grass and snow.
Snow?
And then I saw an old blue jay building his nest in Jack's toupee.
Now, isn't that silly?
Yesterday, I spent 2 hours watching the bees among the flowers. Buzz, buzz, buzz. They were making honey. And I got stung where it wasn't funny.
Well, it's your own fault.
Last verse. Take it, Don.
You can have your spring with birds and bees. I'll take a dish of Jell-O, please. It's tempting, delicious, and oh so divine.
All out, folks. It's the end of the line.
Well. That was very good, both of you. Now, Phil, if you'll put down your nail file, how about a number? What's it going to be?
I'm going to play a little ditty entitled, We Don't Know Where Mom Is, But We've Got Pop on Ice.
Ooh. Phil, now you pick up that baton and redeem yourself. We got Pop on ice. I'm going to get some shut-eye, played by Phil Harris. I don't know where Mom is, but we got Pop on ice. Wow. Phil, no kidding. How can you possibly be so corny?
Corny? I resent that, Jack. I'm high class.
All right, then have it your way. You're cream of corn. Say, that was a fast one, eh, Mary?
Yeah, that was a stinger.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. I was a little worried about how you were going to read that. And now, folks, since our feature attraction this evening is rather long, I will start announcing it without further ado. Tonight, the Busy Benny Bumpkins will present a hotel mystery drama entitled...
Say, Jack, look at Kenny standing over there biting his nails.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Kenny.
Hello.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing's the matter with me, that's what.
Now, Kenny, I know there's something bothering you. What is it?
Well, I'll suffer alone, thank you.
Kenny Baker, I don't want you coming in here with a long face. Now, what's wrong?
Did you ever buy a ticket on the Irish sweepstakes?
Yes.
Did you win?
No.
Well, put yes and no together and leave me alone.
Oh, so that's it. Listen, Kenny, everybody can't win. You bought a ticket, so what?
$2.50 shot to Dante's Inferno.
All right. Don't be such a hard loser.
Look who's talking.
Quiet. And now, folks, getting back to our play, in our hotel mystery, I will play the part of the clerk. Or Clark, as they say in England.
Or Cluck, as they say in Waukegan.
Phil, have you so much money saved up that you can afford to ad-lib at random? If not, I would suggest less levity. Now, let's see. I'm going to be the clerk, and Mary, you're going to be the telephone operator.
Okay. Say, Jack, why don't you be the house detective?
Because I don't want to, I'm going to be the clerk.
Gee, 2 flat feet gone to waste.
Never mind that. Now, this murder mystery will go on immediately.
I'll never eat another Irish potato, believe me.
Kenny, will you forget about that sweepstake ticket? Now, folks, as I've been trying to say, this murder mystery will go on immediately after... Come in?
Pardon me, is this the Jell-O program?
Yes, it is. What can I... Well, of all people, Ed Sullivan. How are you, Ed?
I'm fine, Jack. How are you?
Well, this certainly is a pleasant surprise. Nice of you to drop in, Ed. We're doing a swell play tonight. You'll enjoy it.
Well, thanks, but to tell the truth, Jack, I really came up here for another reason.
Oh. Well, it's sure good to see you again. Say, Ed, I don't think you've ever met my gang. This is Mary Livingston, our leading lady.
How do you do, Miss Livingston?
Mary, this is Ed Sullivan. He writes a very famous newspaper column.
I never saw my name in it.
Mary. Don't mind her, Ed. She's a little blunt.
She's a little brat, too.
Yes. Yes. She is. Now, there are Don Wilson and Phil Harris. Harris is the one with the false eyelashes. Right there.
Oh, I know them both. Hiya, fellas.
Hi, Ed. And, oh, yes, I want you to meet our young tenor, Kenny Baker. Kenny, this is Ed Sullivan.
Hello, Kenny.
Oh, an Irishman, huh? Give me my $2.50 back.
Kenny. Mr. Sullivan has nothing to do with the Irish sweepstakes. You see, Ed, he's a little upset because he didn't win.
Oh, come now, Kenny. I bought a ticket and I didn't win either.
Oh, a sucker, huh?
Kenny, I've had about enough from you. Now go over in the corner and lay down.
Jolly little troupe you have here.
Yes. Well, Ed, we're just about to put on our little play, so sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Now, wait a minute, Jack. I didn't come up here to watch your program. I'm here as a reporter.
Oh. Well, what's on your mind, Ed?
I want to get the lowdown on this Maxwell Stroud stuff. Now, what about it? Are you Jack Benny or Maxwell Stroud?
Ed, believe me, I'm Jack Benny. And until 2 weeks ago, I never even heard of Maxwell Stroud.
Well, last Wednesday night, Fred Allen had the real Jack Benny on his program, and a notary public from Waukegan to prove it.
Now, wait a minute, Ed. You and I have been friends for a good many years. We started on our careers at the same time. We've palled around together from the bright lights of Broadway to the battle-scarred trenches of France.
I don't remember that.
Well, we've stuck together through thick and thin, you and I, the two of us. We've called each other buddy. Now, whom do you believe, me or the notary?
The notary, buddy.
Well, maybe I didn't build it up enough. But look, Ed, regardless of what Alan said, you know that my name has always been Jack Benny.
Well, you could have changed it, you know. Take my case, for instance. My name wasn't always Sullivan.
Oh, no? What was it?
Hooligan.
Hooligan?
Yes, Edward H. Hooligan.
Oh, what's the H for?
Happy.
Mary. Now, look, Ed, don't pay any attention to Alan. I'm the real Jack Benny, and you can tell your readers tomorrow that I'm not Maxwell Stroud.
Well, let me ask you something. What about that ring you're wearing?
What about it?
Well, what does that MS stand for?
Mostly silver.
It does not. That MS on my ring stands for Master of Ceremonies.
Master of Ceremonies? Ceremonies begins with a C.
In Russian? Well, I got this ring in Moscow when I was playing Rasputin's Rivoli. I went over very big. Now, Ed, will you please sit down and watch our play?
Oh, no. I'm here for a story, and I'm going to get it.
Say, why don't you run out and get drunk like reporters do in the movies?
Don't evade the issue. Fred Allen has definite proof that you're an imposter. You're not Jack Benny.
I'm not, eh? Well, you call up Mansell Talcott, the mayor of Waukegan. He'll tell you. Why, he planted a great big elm tree in the public square in my honor. Call him up.
I tried to, but he wouldn't come down out of the tree.
Oh, is he up there again? Ever since he visited Hollywood, he thinks he's Tarzan. Now, we got a long play to do tonight, Ed, and I haven't time to discuss this any longer.
All right, Mr. Benny or Stroud or whatever your name is. I'll go, but I'll be back and get to the bottom of this, or my name ain't Edward Happy Hooligan Sullivan. Goodbye.
Goodbye. What a prying prunella.
Why, if I were you, Jack, I'd have punched him right in the nose.
Now, Mary, how could I hit a man wearing glasses?
He wasn't wearing glasses.
Well, I am. And now, folks, our hotel mystery will go on immediately after Kenny Baker's song. Go ahead, Kenny.
How can I sing when my money lies over the ocean?
Sing, Kenny. I've had enough for one day. And where's my cigar?
When the deep purple falls over sleepy garden walls, and the stars begin to flicker in the sky, through the mist of a memory you wander back to me, breathing my name with a sigh. Now the sun is sinking low, and twilight steals across the darkening sky. As I loved you long ago, so now my love betrays me with a sigh. Love, come to me again, come to my arms forever. Like the stars fade with the dawn, so I awake and found you gone away, far away. In the still of the night, once again I hold you tight. Though you're gone, your love lives on when moonlight beams. And as long as my heart will beat, loved one, we'll always meet here in my deep purple
That was Deep Purple, sung by Kenny Baker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our play. That great hotel mystery entitled... Or... Now, the scene of our drama is the lobby of the Hotel Chafing Dish, located in the thriving little town of Sterno, Pennsylvania. It is a dark and stormy night. Outside, the wind is howling and whistling. Gazooks, what weather. It is 8 p.m., just 1 hour before the stroke of 9.
What happens then?
Nothing. Curtain. Music.
Good evening, Hotel Chafing Dish. Here's your party. Good evening. What's that, sir? Oh, that's terrible. You'll do no such thing.
What seems to be the trouble, Miss Lavance?
Mr. Ferncliff from 503 wants to send some money down to pay his bill.
Money? What's wrong with that?
2 hours ago, he ordered some paper, green ink, and a picture of Lincoln.
Oh, is he doing that again? Last week he gave me a $5 bill with baby Snooks on it. Oh, well. What a night. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'd like a room, please.
Would you like a room with a bath, or do you want to follow the arrow? We have both.
It doesn't matter. I won't be here long.
I see. Front, take this gentleman's luggage up to 401.
Be careful of that alligator bag. It hasn't had lunch yet.
You know something? I think that guy is nuts.
Oh, tush, Miss Lavance. He's all right. Well, sir, I hope you have a good night's rest. You look tired.
Yes, I had a tough day at Waterloo.
That three-cornered hat should have tipped me off. Yes?
Pardon me, but the folding bed in my room is stuck, and I can't get it down.
We'll take care of it, Mr. Baldome.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Good evening. Yes, Mr. Smith? What? There's a hippopotamus in your bathtub. Well, put your glasses on and apologize to your wife.
Mrs. Smith is a pretty big woman. Well, how do you do?
Hello. I'd like a room. I just got married.
Oh, a newlywed, eh? Where's your wife?
Outside. She's carrying the trunk.
Carrying the trunk? My goodness, is it heavy?
I think so. She never had bow legs before. Here she is. You can put it down now, Sophie.
Thanks, Waldemar. You're so considerate.
Say, you've got her trained early, haven't you?
Yeah.
You ought to see me balance a ball on my nose.
Balance a ball?
That's the only seal I ever saw with a rabbit coat.
Quiet, Miss Lavance. What sort of a room would you folks like?
We want the bridal suit.
Suit? That's sweet.
Lay off of my wife, you masher.
I'm not flirting with your wife. As a matter of fact, I think she's very homely.
Well, that's more like it.
Front, take this happy couple up to Suite 5B.
Let's hurry upstairs, honey. I don't want to miss the Lone Ranger.
Oh, I'm following that, too. Good night, kiddies.
Good night.
Hi-ho, Silver!
Gee, they're a romantic couple.
Good evening, Hotel Chafing Dish. Yes?
Who are you saying yes to?
My darling daughter.
Oh, how is Joni?
Pardon me, but the folding bed in my room is still stuck, and I can't get it down.
I'll get to it as soon as possible, Mr. Baldome.
Please do. Goodbye.
Charming fellow. Well, more business.
Good evening. I'd like to get a room.
Yes, sir. What's your name, please?
Bill Harris.
Oh, you better have baggage, brother. No stalling now. Where are your bags?
Under my eyes, straight man.
Don't be so smart and get out of here. We have no rooms.
Okay, I'll sleep at the Wilshire Bowl.
What a show-off. Well, here comes Junior Wilson, the little devil. Hello, Donald.
Hello.
Now, Don, a little boy like you should be in bed this hour of night. Don't you want to grow up to be a fine, strong man like your father?
That big tub?
Now, Junior, that isn't nice.
I don't care. I'm going to be a radio announcer. I want to tell everybody but Jell-O has 6 delicious flavors. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and wine.
And don't forget the big red letters on the box. What do you got in your mouth? Now, go to bed. Good night, Junior.
Good night, Quince Face.
Quince Face, I had trouble with your father on that. You know, Miss Lavance, that Junior is a cute little rascal. He's got big blue eyes, just like his mother.
Yes, but his chins belong to Daddy.
Daddy can take the rap for his stomach, too. Oh, well. Yes, sir, what can I do for you?
Have you any rooms available?
Why, certainly. Quite a bad storm, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Will you be staying long?
No, just for the night. I'm on my way to New York.
Oh. A little business trip?
Not exactly. You see, I'm on a mission of great importance, and I don't wish to discuss it.
Well, I didn't mean to pry into your affairs, Mr.
Stroud. Maxwell Stroud.
Maxwell Stroud.
Well, slap me down and call me grumpy.
Please, Miss Lavance. You seem rather nervous, Mr. Stroud. What's wrong?
Can I trust you, young man?
Definitely.
Well, for 2 weeks now, a certain well-known radio comedian in New York City has been perpetrating a vile and vicious slander.
Yes?
He claims that a certain Jack Benny, whom he hates...
Yes, I know.
...is not Jack Benny at all.
Yes.
But really Maxwell Stroud.
But you are Maxwell Stroud.
Exactly. And when I get to New York, the whole world will know of the cheap trickery that's been foisted on the public by this nasal buffoon.
Well, I'm with you, Mr. Stroud. Here's the key to your room.
Thank you.
By the way, are you acquainted with Jack Benny?
No, but I understand he's revolting. Good night.
Good night. Well, Miss Lavance, that's very important news we just heard.
I'll say it is.
Pardon me, but the folding bed in my room is still stuck, and I can't get it down.
Don't worry, Mr. Baldwin. We'll take care of it first thing in the morning.
I wish you would. My wife is in it.
Oh. Well, I'll attend to it at once. My, this is certainly a busy night.
Hey, you, did a fella check in here a few minutes ago by the name of Maxwell Stroud?
Yes, he did.
What room is he in?
313. Wait a minute, who are you?
I'm Ed Sullivan of the New York Daily News, the Pittsburgh Press, the Hollywood Citizen News, the Boston Traveler, the Philadelphia Ledger, the Omaha World Herald, the Denver Post, and the Chicago Tribune.
Did you hear those shots, Miss Lavance?
Yes, they came from upstairs.
I suspected something like that. Follow me.
You don't think he'd go first, do you?
Oh, no. Come on, let's go. Good heavens. It's Maxwell Stroud. He's dead.
I thought so. Now we've got to find out who done it.
That's who did it. Fine newspaper man. But who in the world would want to kill Maxwell Stroud?
Look! Someone jumped through that window and he's running down the fire escape.
That must be the murderer. Did you get a good look at him, Happy?
No, I didn't.
Look, here's a derby hat on the floor. He must have dropped it.
Let me have that. Uh-huh. Look at the initials inside of that hat. F.A.
F.A.?
Yes. That proves the man who killed Maxwell Stroud was none other than... Yipe! He got me. Ooh.
Who shot you? Tell us who shot you.
Yes, who done it?
I told you before, that's who did it. I was shot by... Oh, nuts, Clayfield.
If your family is feeling just a touch of spring fever, here's a dessert that will make them sit right up and take notice. It's the most delicious butterscotch pie that ever nestled in a crisp brown pie crust, or you make it with Jell-O butterscotch pudding. And let me tell you, it's a treat. Creamy, smooth, and golden, tempting to look at and taste, rich with true butterscotch flavor, the real old-fashioned kind. And it is easy as pie to make. No fussing around with the filling, for you just prepare your Jell-O butterscotch pudding as usual, according to the simple directions on the package. Then let it cool, pour it into the baked pie shell, and, well, there you are. If you want to be extra grand, cover your butterscotch pie with a foamy topping of whipped cream. The family will love it. They'll love Jell-O chocolate pudding, too, and Jell-O vanilla pudding, for all three have the real homemade goodness. So ask your grocer tomorrow for Jell-O butterscotch chocolate and vanilla pudding. And be sure to make that butterscotch pie.
Thank you, Ed Sullivan. We're a little late, folks. Good night.
J-E-L-L. Kenny Baker appears on the Jell-O program through courtesy of Mervyn LeRoy Productions.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.